everyone, welcome once again live on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I'm Gourav Gupta and I welcome all of you to our next session in 500 most expected quant questions, and this is part number 18. So all of you, I hope you're doing good. It's a bright Sunday afternoon and we are here in front of you bringing one another session in this series, continuing this series of sessions for all the students who are preparing for CAT and other management entrance examinations. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. So I hope I'm clearly visible and audible to all of you, and you are all of you are ready, energetic, and waiting to solve some more questions which are based on quantitative aptitude. Harshi, Kirti, Harshita, good afternoon, all of you. I hope I'm clearly visible and audible. Harshi, you have a question? Yes, go ahead. So you can post your question. Meanwhile, we'll be discussing the questions in this session. I'll also be like, if I can help you, I'll definitely help you by answering the question the question that you'll be asking me in the chat box. All right. So friends, welcome once again. Today we are going to solve another set of questions. So we are taking on a mix of questions. We are not following any particular topic, but we are looking at some of the very important concepts, some of the very important questions that can be asked in CAT and other management entrance examinations. All right. So I hope all of you are ready. So let's directly come to the point and start solving the questions. So I'll be displaying the questions one by one as usual in all my sessions. And I'll be giving you somewhere around 1 minute to understand and solve every question. ठीक है, ज़्यादा difficult questions नहीं है, ज़्यादा lengthy questions नहीं है. So you can say that all these questions are eligible to appear in CAT examination. Okay, if all of you understand the examination of CAT, then you will agree with me that in CAT majority of the questions are average or below average level of difficulty. There are only handful of questions, like if I'll consider 22 questions which came in the QA section of CAT last year. So out of those 22 questions, I could find 4 or 5 questions to be above average or maximum इतना मैं बोल सकता हूँ difficult, very difficult level, but most of the questions were average or below average level of difficulty. ठीक है? So same is the type of question that we'll be taking on today, and uh, like same will be the level of difficulty. So we can say that all these questions are expected to appear in CAT examination. ठीक है? So अब ज़्यादा lecture नहीं देता मैं, and let's come to the point and start solving the questions. So question number 1 will appear on your screen in a few moments. Meanwhile, I'll answer one of the queries that is asked by a student, Harshi. I would also want you, so I'll be answering your query. Don't worry, I'll not go anywhere. But meanwhile, you also try and solve this question. Okay, so question number 1 on your screen now. So very common question that is asked in examinations, which is based on algebra, some algebraic expressions. Okay, so you all must know how to find out this answer. आसान question है, ज़्यादा difficult नहीं है. Though it is slightly lengthy, थोड़ा सा lengthy है, but आसान है. Okay. So question is x raised to the power 4 plus 1 upon x raised to the power 4 is given as 194. Okay, and you'll have to find out x cube plus 1 upon x cube. Now, Harshi, to answer your question, you are asking, you started your preparation yesterday only. Okay, you are already in the month of July. Okay, so I can say that half of July, more than half of July is already over, and you are a non-engineering student and you are weak in quant. So you are asking, is it possible to score 95 percentile without quants? So Harshi, if I'll keep myself short and crisp to answer your query, so I can say that it is possible but not practical. Okay, possibility hai. You can score 95 percentile if you will score 50% marks overall in CAT examination. 50% तक भी score कर लोगे तो 95 percentile easily आ जाएगा. Okay, that can be managed through the sections of verbal and LRDI. But again, when I'm saying that it is possible, but it is not practical, I mean that it is not practical to score or to cover up everything through verbal RC and LRDI, and you are not even touching quantitative ability. Okay, so if you are very good, if you are like excellent in verbal RC and if you are excellent in LRDI, yes, you can depend on these two sections. Okay, if you'll not touch QA section and score even more than 95 percentile. But understand one thing, what will you do after scoring an overall of 95 percentile, but you have not cleared the sectional cutoff of QA? There are a lot of colleges, there are good colleges, like every good college will have a sectional cutoff in QA section. So if I look at IIMs, if I look at tier 1 colleges, okay, so every college, every good college, I'm not saying every other college, I'm saying every good college that you will be targeting on the basis of 95 plus percentile marks, this college will have a minimum sectional cutoff for QA section, or I'll say for every section. Okay, so तीनों sections में you will have to clear the sectional cutoff, which are somewhere around 80 percentile for some colleges, 85 percentile, 90 percentile maybe, right? So you cannot completely leave quant. Fine. So if you have started yesterday, so what I'll suggest you, so only to you, please don't generalize my statement, other students. So if you have started yesterday, you are weak in quant. So what you can do is you can just finish up algebra and arithmetic, these two areas, which can be managed in 1.5 months. So arithmetic and algebra, ye wale do areas finish kar lo, and whatever questions. So we have seen majority of questions coming from these two areas, and then you will be easily able to score 95%. All right. I hope I was clear in answering your question. Okay. Chaliye. So let's solve this question. I've given you more than a minute. Kirti has given an answer, option A, that is 52. So let's check it out. Now I need this. So I'll use a formula, x plus 1 upon x whole cube. Okay, so a plus b whole cube का formula apply करेंगे. So it will give me x cube plus 1 upon x cube plus 3 bracket x plus 1 upon x. Okay, so if I want to find out the value of this part, I should be knowing the value of x plus 1 upon x. x plus 1 upon x का value पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है? Now I am given this thing. So now for this, I'll use the formula of, first of all, x square plus 1 upon x square whole square. Okay, this can be written as x raised to the power 4 plus 1 upon x raised to the power 4 plus 2. So basically, I have applied the formula of a plus b whole square. All right. So I can substitute the value of this part. So this will be 194. 194 plus 2 is 196. So I can now write that x square plus 1 upon x square will be equal to under root of 196, that is equal to 14. Okay. So x square plus 1 upon x square, iska value pata lag gaya 14. Now using this, now I'll be using x plus 1 upon x whole square ka formula. Okay, from where I'll be getting the value of x plus 1 upon x, which I'll substitute in the equation that I've written at the top of the screen, and will get my desired result. So x plus 1 upon x whole square, I can write it as x square plus 1 upon x square plus 2. All right. So x square plus 1 upon x square का value already calculate कर लिया मैंने, which is 14. So 14 plus 2 is 16. So taking square root on both sides, x plus 1 upon x का value कितना आ जाएगा? Under root 16, that is equal to 4. All right. Now I'll pick up this value, x plus 1 upon x ka value, and I'll substitute it at the top. So on the left hand side of this formula, okay, I'll get 4 cube, that is equal to x cube plus 1 upon x cube plus 3 times 4. So x cube plus 1 upon x cube का value कितना आ जाएगा? it will be 4 cube minus 12, that is 64 minus 12, which is equal to 52. So the correct answer for this question, yes, it is option A, which is correctly given by one of the students. Okay, so 52 is the correct answer. All right. Now please have a look at all the results that I've written on the screen. You should be able to use all these results, I'll say, at the same speed at which I have done this. Okay, so please go for enough amount of practice, because this is one type of question that you may see invariably in most of these examinations, especially at this level. The usage can be there in CAT, XAT, and IFT examination, and at a certain lower level, you may see these formulas to be applicable in other examinations like Narsimunji or Symbiosis as well. Okay, so the correct answer is 52. That is option A. Let's move on to question number two. Now, question number two is a very simple question, and I believe you should be able to give me an answer in less than 30 seconds. So you'll have to factorize the given expression, and you are given options. So write your answer in the terms of option A, B, C, or D. A very easy question, a very basic question. I'll not call it basic, but easy question. It depends in what manner you will take this question. All right, Kirti once again has given an answer. A few more seconds and we'll start with the discussion. All right, चलिए देखते हैं. So I'll go with the method of trial and error. ठीक है? I have to factorize this expression. I'll not factorize it. I'll look at the options and we'll try to multiply the options. Also, I'll not do the complete multiplication. So I'll match a few terms. So first of all, if I'll multiply these two, it will give me 2x multiplied by 2x, that is 4x square. So x square का जो coefficient होना चाहिए, it should be 4. But I have x square, the coefficient is 1. So I can eliminate this option. On the same terms, I can eliminate this option as well, option D. 2x multiplied by x will give me 2x square. Okay, and there is no other term that will balance it out. ठीक है ना? तो x square का coefficient 1 आना चाहिए. Option A is giving me 4. Option D is giving me 2. So I can eliminate these two options. Option B and option C can be kept alive. ठीक है? Now next is, I will multiply the last terms. This term, this term. Okay. So if I'll multiply minus 3n and plus 3n, I'll get minus 9n square. And in the next case, I'll get minus 16n square. Now coefficient of n square should be minus 9. So option B is matching and option C can be eliminated. So I have eliminated option A, C, and D. So I'm left with only one option, which is safe to mark your answer as. Okay, so option B will be the correct answer out of the given four options. So three of you have given the correct answer. Nice, easy question tha. Let's quickly move on to the next question, question number 3. Not all questions will be such easy. Okay, first question difficult tha, second question easy aa gaya. Now let's see if you can find, if you can give me a correct value of question number 3. So function is given and you'll have to find out the value of f of p upon q divided by f of q upon p. Now today at 7 o'clock, I have a session on the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep. today. So when I'm taking this session live, 23rd of July, 2023. So today, those students who are attending the session in the live format, they are preparing for CAT. So meet me at 7 o'clock on the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep, and I'll be I'll be discussing some wonderful questions on functions. Okay. The questions will not be that easy. Okay. Slightly difficult, slightly challenging questions. So meet me at 7 o'clock on the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep today, and we'll take some good questions on functions. All right. So people have already started giving me answers. So let us start with the discussion. Okay. So first of all, fx is given to us and we have to find out f of p upon q separately I'll find, and f of q upon p I'll find it separately. So if I'll go with the numerator f of p upon q, so that means in the function instead of x I will substitute p upon q. So twice of p upon q, या फिर मैं function को थोड़ा easy, question को थोड़ा easy देखने के लिए I can change the function as well. So in this function I can divide both numerator and denominator by x. Okay, so you can do that. So it will become twice of 1 upon x minus 2. So what I've done is I've divided both numerator and denominator by x. Okay, so this is the function now. And then in this function, I can substitute, first of all, p upon q. So it will become, so f of p upon q will become twice of q upon p minus 2, which can further be written as 2p divided by q minus 2p. All right, fine. So this is the function, right? Next, denominator. So just by looking at this, you can still mark the answer. So option B or option D open here. Now f of q upon p. Now it will be twice of 2 divided by p upon q minus 2. So this will be 2q upon p minus 2q. Okay. Now if I divide these two expressions, my final answer will be equal to 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So p multiplied by p minus 2q divided by q multiplied by q minus 2p. Now you can check among the options. Option D is matching with it. One of the students has given option B as the answer. B will not be the answer. P and Q will still be present in numerator and denominator respectively. So the correct answer will be option D. Yes, it is the correct answer. All right. Again, it was simple. Let's move on to the next question, question number 4. Now, question number 4 is the question of equations. Let's see how fast you are in solving these equations. So quickly read these statements, frame the equations, solve them, and give me the value of the variable that is asked in the question. So we can start making the equations. So Meena goes to Mart and buys P packets of pasta and Q eggs. The cost of each packet of pasta is 20.5 and the cost of each egg is 5.5. And she spends a total of 211 rupees. Also, the total number of items that she has bought is 22. So we'll have to find out the number of packets of pasta that she has bought. Okay, so I can simply make two equations. First of all, P plus Q, packets of pasta and number of eggs. The total number of articles is 22. Okay, this is the first equation. Second equation, the cost of each packet of pasta is 20.5. So 20.5 times P, and the cost of each egg is 5.5. So 5.5 Q is equal to 211. Now you have two equations, you just need to solve them. Okay, सो सॉल्व करने के लिए मैं पहले सेकेंड इक्वेशन को थोड़ा सा सिंप्लीफाई कर लेता हूँ. सो आई कैन कैंसल आउट पहले 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करके देन 5 कैंसल आउट. ओके, और आई कैन स्ट्रेट अवे मल्टीप्लाई दिस एंटायर इक्वेशन बाय 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं. सो 41p प्लस 11q इज इक्वल टू 422. ठीक है. Then first equation, I have it in front of me. P plus Q is equal to 22. So I can multiply the first equation by 11. Okay. So 11P plus 11Q is equal to, so basically 121, 242. All right. So this is the equation. Now you can simplify them. Just subtract these equations. So 41 minus 11 will be 30p is equal to 180. The value of p comes out to be 6. Now, what do I have to find out? Do I have to find out the value of p? Yes, I have to find out the number of packets of pasta. So the number of packets of pasta, yes, absolutely correct. So most of you have already given the answer. So the correct answer will be option C, that is 6. Okay, so 6 is the correct answer for this one. Let's quickly move on to question number 5. Now, question number 5, among the given numbers, among the given, you can say, surds, which one is the largest? So you are given 4 options A, B, C, D. Okay, so the fourth option is the fifth number, 12 raised to the power 1 upon 12 is not among the options. So you just have to compare the first 4 numbers. इन 4 numbers को compare कर लो. Last वाला भी compare कर लो, easy रहेगा, ठीक है, कोई problem नहीं है. Just for your information, right? For your knowledge, you can like keep the last number in your calculations. So among these 5 numbers, find out which one is the largest. Kirti says 2 raised to the power 1 upon 2. All right. Let's check it out. Harshita also says option A, 2 raised to the power 1 upon 2. कोई लॉजिक है क्या इसके पीछे, कोई फॉर्मूला है क्या? इतनी जल्दी आंसर आ गया तुम सबका? ओके, चलो. So the method that I use is the powers are 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 6 and 1 upon 12. So 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12, these are among the powers. Okay, the LCM of these numbers is 12. So what I'll do is I will raise all these numbers to the power 12, all these numbers to the power 12. Okay, so 2 raised to the power 1 upon 2 whole raised to the power 12 will give me 2 raised to the power 6. 3 raised to the power 1 upon 3 whole raised to the power 12 will give me 3 raised to the power 4. Next number, 4 raised to the power 1 upon 4 multiplied 12 will give me 4 raised to the power 3. Now people are giving different answers. So 4 students have given option A and 2 of you have given option B as the answer. Check karte hain. Now next number will become 6 raised to the power 2 and the last number will become 12 raised to the power 1. Alright. Now I'll calculate the value of all of them. 2 raised to 6 का value क्या होता है? Just need to calculate these values. So 2 raised to power 6 is 64. 3 raised to the power 4 is 81. 4 cube is 64 again. 6 square is 36 and 12 is 12. So out of these numbers, I can see that 81 is the largest. So 3 raised to the power 4 will be the largest, or 3 raised to the power 1 by 3 will be the largest. So some of you are wrong. Okay, so 4 of you are wrong and 2 of you are correct. Yes, so the correct answer here is option B. Okay, so please don't be in a hurry in answering the questions. Please evaluate your options. You have time. I'm giving you 1 minute. So try to utilize that 1 minute. In CAT, you will have 40 minutes for one section. Do not finish your examination in 30 minutes or 35 minutes. Try to utilize whatever time is given to you. Okay, please cross check your answers once you have marked, once you have already answers, once you have already done the calculations. Please do the cross checking. एक बार verify करो before you submit that particular section. ठीक है? चलो, next question. Please take some time and then answer this question. Question number 6. The profit earned after selling an article for rupees 998 is same as loss incurred after selling the article at rupees 864. You will have to find out the cost price of the article. It's a very easy question, a logical question. Should not be taking more than 10 seconds to finish this one. 10 seconds, yes. So let's see who will be the first person, the quickest person to answer this question correctly. अब कुछ कैलकुलेशन में एरर मत करना यार. All right, Sonu, Kirti, Khushi. All right, chalo. Logically, profit earned after selling an article for rupees 998. So let's say cost price is X. So profit will be selling price minus cost price, that is 998 minus X. Selling price is 998, X is the cost price. Loss will be when the article is sold at 864. So loss will be cost price minus selling price. So X minus 864. Now these two values, profit and loss, like absolute values are equal. So I can say that 998 minus X is equal to X minus 864. Fine. Now you can simplify for X. But if I'll go conceptually, profit made on an article after selling it at some value will be same as loss incurred after we sell it at some other value. Okay. Now in terms of values, profit and loss are equal. So I can say that the cost price should be lying exactly between these two numbers, exactly between 998 and 864, or you can say that the cost price will be the average of these two selling prices. फॉर्मूले से भी यही चीज आ रही है, x is equal to 998 plus 864 whole divided by 2. Okay, so yes, the correct answer is 931. That is option B. Okay, chaliye, let's move on towards the next question, question number 7. Now question number 7 is a slightly tricky, thoda sa tricky question hai, and like there will be some ways in which you can save time in making these equations. थोड़ा सा time save हो सकता है. Okay, so there are 4 consecutive odd numbers, x1, x2, x3 and x4, and 3 consecutive even numbers, y1, y2 and y3. First equation, the average of the odd numbers is 6 less than the average of the even numbers. So first equation is related to the average of these numbers. Now the second equation, if the sum of 3 even numbers is 16 less than the sum of 4 odd numbers, what will be the average of x1, x2, x3 and x4? So second equation is related to the sum of these numbers. Okay. So first equation is the relation between their averages and second is the relation between their sums. So you'll have to make 2 different equations, solve for them, and you can easily get your answer. Think logically. Okay. चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. So some students have already given the answers. Start करते हैं. Now there is no need to find out the average of these numbers. Okay, no need to write x1, x2, x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 divided by 4. So let us understand these numbers. Now I have four consecutive odd numbers. So randomly, if I write any four consecutive odd numbers, let's say 19, 21, 23, 25. Okay. Now their average will be the middle term, but there are two middle terms. So it will be the average of the two middle terms. So here 22 will be the average of these numbers, which will be one more than this number or one less than this number. All right. Okay. So this is how you can find out the average of four consecutive odd numbers. So in this case, the average of these numbers will be equal to x2 plus 1. All right. If this is the average of four numbers, then the sum of four numbers will be 4 times x2 plus 1. So this is the average and this is the sum, right? So average, why average? Because average will be between x2 and x3. So the number between x2 and x3 will be x2 plus 1 or x3 minus 1, right? So this is the average. How to find out the sum? Four numbers है, इनका average पता है मुझे. So average है x2 plus 1. So sum will be 4 times this average. Okay, done. Now let's look at the next group of numbers. Consecutive even numbers. So I have three even numbers, so their average will be the middle term, that is y2. y2 is the average, so sum will be 3 times y2. Clear? Okay, now let's frame these two equations. So the average of odd numbers, so इनका average कितना है? x2 plus 1 is 6 less than the average of even numbers. So यहाँ पे 6 add कर देंगे, that will become the average of even numbers, that is y2. So the first equation will be y2 minus x2 is equal to 7. I'll keep it separately. This is the first equation. Second equation, if the sum of the three even numbers, so sum of three even numbers will be 3 times their average, is 16 less than the sum of 4. So it's 16 less, so 16 add kar dete hain, that will become the sum of the four odd numbers. So it will be 4 times x2 plus 1. All right. So अब equation frame कर लेते हैं. 4 times x2 minus 3y2 is equal to 16 minus 4, that is 12. So these are the two equations. On the basis of this, you can find out the value of y2 and x2 and hence find out the required answer. Since I need the average of x1, x2, x3, x4, so it will be better to eliminate y2 and find the value of x2. So first equation को 3 से multiply कर देता हूँ. 3y2 minus 3x2 is equal to 21, and now I can add these two equations. So if I'll add these two equations, so I'll get the value of x2, that is equal to 33. So 33 is the value of x2. Done. x2 का value पता लग गया. Now I need average of these four numbers. In चार numbers का average कितना था? x2 plus 1. So my answer will be 33 plus 1, that is equal to 34. So 34, that is option D, is the final answer for this question. Okay. So what you can do is you can save time in understanding, in writing the average or the sum of these three numbers or four numbers. ठीक है? इस चीज में time बहुत ज़्यादा save कर सकते हैं. Okay, so yes, the correct answer for this question is 34. All right, let's move on towards the next question. Oh, so the questions are over. 7 questions for this session. All right, I hope you would have liked some of these questions. Once again, I'll remind you that at 7 o'clock today, on the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep, I'll be taking a session on functions, in which I'll be discussing some very good questions which have already appeared in the previous year papers of CAT examination, which are from functions. Okay. So friends, some important information for some of you. You can unlock your 3 days free trial on the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep on the portal of BYJU'S Exam Prep now. So just quickly go on to the application and on our portal, just feed in your mobile number and start your 3-day free trial access for our portal. Now, anyone who is looking for a wonderful, I got 12 in quants today. Vaishnav, 12 in quants today. So is it 12 or minus 12? Now, anyone who is looking for a wonderful test series, we have already launched our test series in which you can have a CAT 2023 and other management entrance examinations. Okay. On your screen, you can see all the highlights of this test series. There will be 80 plus mock papers, 10,000 plus practice questions, topic-based test, video solutions, detailed mock analysis. Everything will be available to you on this test series. All right. This is the list of our CAT 2022 toppers. Now, friends, new batches are still available. So those who have just started their preparation, one of the students earlier, what was the name? Rishi. So Rishi, if you have started your preparation yesterday only, so we have our new batches available, using which you can start your preparation. You can continue your preparation. Okay, you can streamline your preparation. So CAT 2023 comprehensive program, complete details are there on the screen. Link is also given in the description, using which you can join this batch. Okay. Now, in case you are interested in joining, why not take a scholarship test to get up to 90% scholarship on CAT preparation program. So 23rd July is the date for scholarship test at 11 a.m. So do register for this scholarship test and avail the scholarship. 30th July, 11 a.m. Srinivas sir will be telling you the roadmap to 99 percentile in CAT. So this will be a live interactive workshop, and you can devise your test taking strategy with Srinivas sir. All right. So friends, that's all from my side for the day. Thank you for being present in this session. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.